Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Today, we have a rotation-proof mono-red aggro list for standard best of one, having an 81% win rate over 11 games, absolutely melting the diamond rank. We're gonna break down the list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase the deck, and then wrap up with our final thoughts and Neon Dynasty pack opening. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe before we take a look at the list. Oakley Dokley, Mono Red Rotation Proof is doing the job better than any deck that I have right now, which is crazy because we are taking so much out of the deck power-wise. However, it just all comes together perfectly, which is a very nice sign for things to come as September rolls around. Rotation hits, we lose the last 4 sets, we gain Dominaria, and we go from there with the current 5 sets, which is super exciting. So hopefully, within the upcoming spoilers in Dominaria, we get some cool mono-red spoilers to incorporate within this deck as September rolls around. First things first, I'm cheating. I know you can see it already. I'm a cheater, Den of the Bugbear is from Forgotten Realms. This will rotate in September. However, it is so powerful that we just include it in the deck anyways, and we accept that we're a cheater within this rotation-proof deck. When rotation hits in September, we lose all of the creature lands, the man lands, I hate calling them that, the creature lands, and this will really hurt any of the aggro decks. Sometimes even the control decks will suffer as well. Hall of the Storm Giants is a staple in any control deck, right? Hive, controlling the graveyard. There's just so many things changing when we lose those lands that are in Forgotten Realms. With that being said, I guess we'll still use it till September. And then maybe we get new creature lands or, some form of fulfillment that can replace it. Anywho, the rest of the deck is rotation proof now that we're over that. I had to complain, it's been eating away at me through the whole intro here. Anywho, let's take a look, at some of our main cards in the build. Chandra, Dressed to Kill is our Planeswalker here for 3 loyalty +1, adding 1 mana of red source, obviously, to our pool, and then dealing 1 damage player or Planeswalker, which is fantastic. So, additional damage into their person every turn, and you're extending your mana pool, which is really quite nice. +1 as well. Exile the top card of your library. If it's red, you may play that card this turn. This is going to give us extra value. Those draws are fantastic to make sure that we can continue in through that mid-game. And then -7, exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may cast red spells from among them this turn, and you get an emblem with whenever you cast a red spell. Deal X damage to any target, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If we can get here, it's game over. But again, at the end of the day, it's going to be a good time. Just getting those +1s, the value that is generated here is very, very nice. We have Thundering Reiju here as well. For 4 mana, 3/3 with haste. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature that we control. And then deal X damage, where X is the number of modified creatures other than Thundering Reiju to your opponent, which is very good. Like, it's not uncommon to get 3-4 creatures in play that are modified, and now you're dealing 3-4 damage to your opponent with the Reiju as well every attack, plus those attackers are going to hit for damage hopefully as well. So, that is very, very impressive. And then, we're copying Reiju. Kiki-Jiki can copy Reiju, Jaxus can copy Reiju, and then that ability is going to trigger multiple times and just, blast our opponent, quite literally. If you're unfamiliar, Jaxus for 4 is a 2/3 Blitz for 2, which means it comes in with haste, and then you'll sacrifice it at the beginning of end step and draw a card. We can also pay 1, tap it to discard a card, creating a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. Thundering Reiju. It gains haste, and whenever this creature dies, draw a card, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step, basically giving it Blitz, which is fantastic, right? So the more copies of Thundering Reiju that we can have present on the battlefield, the better, right? And of course, Kiki-Jiki, paying 1, tapping, creating a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste and is also sacrificed at the beginning of the next end step. The Mirror Breaker will need to come into play first before it's transformed into Kiki-Jiki. 2/2 Goblin, it attacks, make a treasure, then discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards, and then finally exile and transform here. Seismic Wave, I love this in the deck. For 3 instant speed, 2 damage to any target, and 1 damage to each non-artifact creature an opponent controls. So 2 damage to them, and then 1 damage to everything, or 3 damage to one thing and 1 damage to everything else. So, you know, very versatile as far as removal goes. You can target creatures, you can target planeswalkers, you can target your opponent. Nice. Ami's Flare, 3 damage to any target creature or planeswalker. It'll also deal 2 damage to target opponent if we ourselves control a modified creature, which, you know, we're gonna have easily, and that can be accessed through Kumano. Phase 2, whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. The battery can equip through the reconfigure. That will act as a modified creature as well. Bloodthirsty Adversary can modify itself through paying 3 when it enters. And then Thundering Rage can modify any creature, which is really quite nice, right? So there's plenty of modification availability in the deck. Play with Fire, 2 damage to any target. If it's the player, scry 1, which is really nice. Bloodthirsty for 2/2 with haste. We can pay 3 any number of times to recast an instant or sorcery with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard. This is very, very good to recast the Seismic Wave. You know. Battery, giving something haste and +1/+1 if it reconfigures onto it or equips. And then this is nice because if there is a field wipe, the equipment will come back into play as a creature. I mean, I know it's only a 1/1, but every little bit counts. Kumano dealing 1 damage to each player and planeswalker when it enters, and then it will exile itself to create that 2/2. This is nice because if a creature would die, it exiles it instead. You know, getting rid of Shambling Gas, the Eye. There's so many things that this just deals with in a nice fashion, right, through the exile, so there's no death triggers. And then finally, Urabrask, the Heretic Praetor, for 5 mana, 4/4 with haste, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. And at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library, and they may play it. So this makes it so they can't actually gain value in hand. They only gain access to that card, and they're forced to play it this turn. Whereas we're gaining access to an additional, which is really, really cool. So it kind of slows down your opponent, helps you out. It's a 4/4 with haste. And I just felt like being saucy, and it's a good card. It's helped us out plenty of times for that additional draw that it provides. Field of Ruin to kill the creature lands that may still exist, and Crucible of Defiance to create those 2/2s, or sorry, those 2/1/1s, or the attack, or preferably attack, could defend, but you know, as an aggro-based deck, we're looking to deal damage, right? So that's the deck, 60 cards. I can't believe how well that this build is working. Honestly, Seismic Wave is one of my favorite cards in the build right now. You know, if there's any tokens getting in the way, it just cleans them all up. Plus, you get to do damage to them, and it's at instant speed. I love it, and I love this deck. So I hope you enjoy it as half as much as I do. We're going to get into today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And then after that, we're going to open a Streets of New Capenna pack. Okay? Alrighty. And hey, how's the sound in the intro here? I know we had a lot of complaints last week about the sound. So, you know, we've been doing our best to tune that up, and I hope we've fixed it. Cheers. Enjoy. D. Let's go. 3 land in our hand. Not ever a bad start. Oh, I'm cheating. I added Den to the list. Oh, Lord. Den isn't supposed to be here. I must have been playing this regularly, though, and I was just cheating. I was straight up cheating because I added Den of the Bugbear. I know you're saying, how are you cheating? I mean, the game lets you play what it lets you play. It's a rotation-proof deck, chat. I'm trying to showcase a rotation-proof deck, and this card rotates. It's gone. It's done. And on that note, that's actually a big change to the upcoming meta is the reduction of creature-based lands. It's extensive, dude. So, counter magic here, sure. Don't want to play Chandra, that means we'll just haste in. Hit for 3, potentially. Now, this is going to force their interaction. Not force it, but persuade it to come forward, and yeah, that's that. Uchi. Is this like, okay. Non-artifact, right? And this is an artifact, so it saves us. It doesn't die. Big money, big money, big money. No counter magic, no counter magic. Big money, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Got me. Hit for one. 15 more turns. We're gonna get you, bud. You better look out. We're coming for you. All right. How many turns until Hallbreaker? One turn. One turn till Hallbreaker, dude. Interesting.
I've never crashed a wedding like this before. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Quite enjoy the mana that Chandra provides. All right, 1 damage, 1 mana. Not bad at all. And then we've got another 2 here. Okay, so far so good. Still pretty worried. But we're close. We're halfway there. And I think they might actually even be in desperation mode here. I'm going to slam in. Lost the land. We don't want that. So I'm going to try to play this match without using the Den as a creature. Which is really hard. It's so tempting right now. We should just do it, because they're going to beat us with this if we don't. Right, we see what's in their graveyard. We have no choice. Very close. Cheating again. Sorry. Do they get us here immediately? They might just one turn kill us, right? OTK. No, good game. Look at that win rate. Look at that freaking winrate.com. If you cheat, of course. No, I think it must have just been a few of them with that Dan, because I remember playing it originally as well. On the draw. Throw Kumano into the battlefield first. I think this is going to be our best play. I'll admit that Death Touch is incredibly annoying. Rather risk the removal and burn their tainted adversary. If they leave our Bloodthirsty alive, we'll connect with an additional 2 damage to their person, as it is a modified creature. Early, please. Okay, so that's Sorin leaving their hand. We still get the removal, but we don't get that 2 damage. I think that's a fair trade. As long as they don't drop a second Sorin here. Original. Instant speed, we can just pass, hold on blindly. There's so much life, dude. Let's just take it. Not a spot you want to be in against mono black. I'm sure they have removal in hand still. No. Huh. Lucky us. Okay, this is heavy. It's nice cleanup, though. I mean, the hook is there. Ouch, but whatever. It's all about card advantage. And believe it or not, we're holding on. This could be good. Right to the person. Bingo, bango, bongo. For another 5. Wow. Did we get that lucky? Another meat hook. Settle down, dude. Let's double down ourselves. Nice little trick if you have plenty of open mana. We have one more, we can double act. Oh. Field wipes. They out here. Interesting, it survives. Free card, that's pretty good advantage. Oh! That hurts. Does use a lot of their mana, though. They're down to 4 available. 5. Oh! You stop it! Let's just go for it. I mean, it's 2 confirmed. Then they gain 1 back. They don't kill our den. Interesting. Less this gains life. That's really bad. To 3. Draw and discard. Woo! Holy Toleaters! I mean, again, we're cheating. We're cheating. We're cheating. We're cheating. We are such cheaters! Den of the Bugbear. Wow. Going first, and it's here. The cheater land. There. For 3. It's not terrible, down to 16. What are we playing against? Oh, Temir. Yikes. It's actually scary. We can find that 4th land. Imagine there's a Fading Hope. Holding that haste in hand is never a bad thing. I always like to play, creatures if I'm in an aggro deck that don't have haste first to get rid of that summoning sickness. Tracker's good. We don't have the extra damage. It is what it is. But we do have a pretty thick Reiju next turn. Down to 11. Also, more haste on the sides. It's not bad. I mean, I think the deck speaks for itself. We're killing it. Going first, keeping 7. For 1. The Energizer. Ooh. I don't like playing against mono white. Kind of a dead turn here for us. Alright, we're gonna blast that Lunarch, I guess. Third land would have been sick. Swing for 5. Now, as long as they don't Angel Fire. Not this turn. I mean, well, I guess in general. That's also very bad. I have my third land, please. Okay, interesting. Ouch, dude. Physically hurts my soul. Down to 11. Imagine having 4 lands. Must be nice, dude! Please don't push up your Cathar. Actually, no. Of course they're going to push up their Cathar. Ouch. Oh, this hurts. This really hurts. Late. Good game. I mean, yeah, pretty hard bricking there. And our streak comes to the end. Well, it's, you know why? It's because we didn't cheat with Den of the Bugbear, right? Opponent goes first. That's alright. Turn 3 Chandra's pretty cool. Some interaction along the way and low good game. Pass turn. Don't appreciate that. A Ledger Shredder. It's a turn 2. We can't attack. The Shredder's a fantastic defender here. Sure. Yeah. Just take it. I mean, I feel good about it. Okay. Going for a little diggle. A little daggle. A little doogle. Now that's interesting. Is there counter magic here? I'm gonna try to dodge a Walrus Disruption. If there is, we can always play Rage You next turn. I think there was.
Without the sun, I'll light your way.
Let's just get that 1 point of damage across. Also hit for an additional 2. Total of 3 this turn. Negative. We get dunked on. It's only fair after what we did to their Shredder, right? Or available mana. They should deal with Chandra at some point. Draw and discard, gain 1 life. Interesting.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Does it make it? Almost. Oh!
Welcome to Witherbloom College.
Uh-oh. Is this Planeswalker? No. No.
You've got to learn some manners.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
That's it. To the detention bog. So much for a new start.
Okay. Not all is lost. I mean, I can't believe we got through that. This is not a situation we want to be in as a mono red deck. Oh, dang it. They get Chandra 2 here, don't they? Yeah. Wow, that's heartbreaking. Wow, that's heartbreaking. It's a good deck. It is a good deck, Doogie. Oh, don't you... They're going for it, huh? That'll do it. Better look out, dude. Insult to injury there with that life gain land. Oh no. Well, take this. Good game, dude. Oh, wow, we're getting wrecked here now. My poor deck. Not enough cheating. You notice those land base there? Not enough cheating. Going first. Let's turn this around. You really just want that third land. Please. Really risking it for the biscuit. I mean, we do find it. Doomscart, right? Hopefully we can curve to 5. It's gonna be hard since they've got counter magic and removal low. This is actually pretty nice. Clean up the field. We still get our hits through. Down to 14, and we don't really expose ourselves to anything. So we could have kept this. Is that a bad play? We were missing the land, though, so we wouldn't have had it, actually. It's a little bit different. This is probably best. They need a second white source. They might kill the den. We can rabbit, battery, kiki jiki if we need, I guess. It's unique. Let's see if Chandra is able to enter.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. Give a toast? I'd love to.
We'll use that mana to reattach. We'll swing for 5. Whatever. Let's go for it. Eyelash City? Oh my gosh. Quit stabbing my eyeball, dude. Okay, there's a Wari. Here's the field wipe. We get to keep our battery. We get to keep Chandra. They could field us still. Oh, wow. Let's throw the damage up.
Aw, you're looking a little
Raid you off the top. For 1 to 6. Then potentially an additional 5 to 1. And we equip the battery to the Reiju to dodge a field wipe. Okay, we lose our den. Is what it is. Actually, it really hurts, to be honest. If we had 1 more mana, we could get the win here. If I didn't equip that, and they hit, maybe that's the wrong way to sequence that, because we could have had lethal. It is what it is. Oh, Revelry gains 4 life. So busted, dude. That's so messed up. Wow. It's 5 life for the turn. Casual. Just casual. Yep. That is so good. Love the deck.
Let's bring things up to a
Guess what we're casting? Seismic Wave. I think that's what it's called. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Got him. That's a big hit, too. Nice, dude. 81%. Like, that's really, really good for a mono red deck. Mono red decks are not supposed to have that win rate. Oakley dokely. So I know that there's no standard 2023 queue yet, and I'm actually not sure if they have plans to release one. It kind of feels like they don't at this point, which is saddening. But you know what we can do to make up for it? Oh, the Streets of New Capenna pack. Which one, which one, which one? I know you guys don't like to pick from the top. We'll dig in from the bottom. Is that the winner? This is a Wandering Emperor, right? Guaranteed that this is a Wandering Emperor. Let's get into it here. All right, who needs that? Who needs that? Thousand Face as our art card. We love it. And then, ooh, wow, this is actually pretty good. That is a holographic alt art swamp. Very nice. Sometimes the best cards are right at the front. And we're going to fly through these here as quickly as possible. Just alt arts, which we like. 3 alt arts in a row. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Right, nothing of importance. Just some limited garbage is what I like to call it. The Spring Leaf Avenger. Shoutouts to my green screen. This is a card that we've actually not seen used a lot, which is interesting. And then we have a Bronze Plate Boar and a list card. I always like to read these list cards if we can get it to focus here. Toils of Night and Day for 3. Instant Arcane. Tap or untap target permanent, then tap or untap another target permanent. Interesting. Very interesting. So that's our pack. We pull out a Springleaf Avenger, which, you know, I'm actually interested to see if this card is more playable once rotation hits. And, you know, the 6/5 body for 4 is not bad. And it's got that nice ninjutsu ability as well. So interested to see how that unfolds. It's not a Wandering Emperor, but there's going to be one in here. There's going to be one in here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help support the channel. I hope you all have an absolute magical day. Help yourselves to another video, and I can't wait to see you soon in the next.